Good morning. How are you, my people? You guys, it's 10:32 a.m. West African time, and I'm just going to do this live. I know most of you are sleeping. It's Saturday, but when you come on, you can watch it. Oh, the first person is Maximila Tuikong. Oh my God, your name is interesting. Welcome to my live. Today, I'm going to, sorry guys, you would find me looking at my phone so many times, and that's because I'm here to clear my name. I received my first ever. Okay. So what you are looking at right now is my phone, and this is the first chat that we had on this phone, because I did change my iPhone, and this was 30th of July 2001. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. Okay. So this was the first chat that we had, and then before that, myself and my sister had been going back and forth, with the fights in their marriage. Their fights was usually around. I'll show my face now. Let me just explain the context of the message that you are seeing. So they used to have fights about, I don't want her to post this, or I want her to be massage therapist, and she doesn't want to be. She wants to be in Hollywood. Everybody's telling her she's never going to succeed, and she's very stubborn. She doesn't want to do this. And in my mind, I'm like, you can't really force anyone to be anything, really. It's just leave them to pursue her dreams. It was always about, your sister is addicted. She's addicted to her phone. She posts too much online. She's always online. She's not making anything. And it was usually, we already talked about this earlier when myself and my sister did a live together about the history of the financial abuse, about how she was basically reminded every day she was nothing. And so they would have fights, and they would come and they would say, okay, so you are agreeing with her posting this, right? You are really, really supporting this. And I'm like, well, I really can't tell you guys what to do with your marriage, but I'll talk to her. That's what I kept saying, and that's what I kept doing, really. When they would have their fights, I would talk to her. They would apologize to each other, and life would go on. And then it happened until it started to impact my own marriage. My own marriage started to suffer because I would be up all night. You know how the time difference is. My husband will wake up at 1 a.m. and find me mediating in the middle of the night. I'm basically settling fights and quarrels between two adults, and he'll be like, you know what, you need to perhaps go to another room so that I can rest, because it was getting. And then the energy, how when you're exposed to a lot of toxic marriage energy, it starts to affect your own marriage, because you'll be like, oh my God, how can this be happening? So it was starting to affect my marriage, and at some point I had to block him, because every single thing was being reported. It was like every single post she made on Instagram, he would send it to me and say, see what she's about to post. So you agree with this? Are you trying to say you agree with this? And I'm like, really, you can't tell an adult what to do. I've talked to her. I've done my best, I don't know the idea he had about African families, because I think he was assuming that, we had the power to affect. Sorry, I just got a message. Had the power to alter her life like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read through the messages so that you guys have an idea of what's going on. I'm saying this now because I really want this whole thing to die down. I'm saying this now because I am tired of the whole, she came and then she destroyed it. I'll show you how the relationship was. It was really close. Like, he really used to talk to me about every single thing that happened in the marriage. Okay, so I'll flip the camera now so you can see. So this is the beginning of our chat with this new phone. And then he sent me a video that she was about to post, and he says, help me explain why this is helping her. Unless you support it, And then I blocked him because we had a call and he was trying to accuse me of supporting nudity and her posting that stuff. He said he doesn't want her to promote her music with that video. I think she had done a video that he didn't like. So you see, it says blocked business. And then September 2021, I blocked the business. I don't know what. Okay, I think this was when he changed the business account to something else. At the time of the delivery, I unblocked him because, they were having a baby. We had been communicating on Instagram, but then on WhatsApp, this is where he used to call me all the time to sort issues. And my husband was like, you guys, this is just too much, okay? Leave them to try and sort their issues by themselves. Now, I unblocked the business on 1st of March. And then 9th of March, I blocked the business and unblocked it again. Oh my God, it was like a block and unblock because every single thing was being sent here, okay? So now let's see. Now this was a chat between them that he sent to me. And he, at the time that he sent this message, I had spoken to her and, we're trying to talk about the marriage. And he says, does this really look like a person trying to save her marriage, her family? And I asked him, was this last night? And I was like, Justin, please give her some time because I had spoken to them for 7 hours. You guys, and he says that this is after I talked to her. Apparently, she's not agreeing with anything that he says. And then I said, please give her some time because I had spoken to them. And then he said, fame has ruined my wife, and now she is promoting her book like nothing happened. This was when he came and announced the divorce. And we advised both of them to please stay out of social media. Do not handle this on social media. He went ahead and announced it. And then he was complaining that she wasn't bothered. She was promoting her book like nothing happened. And I said, she can't post anything about the divorce online. He says, but people are calling her out for using the hype to promote a product. And I'm like, it's not about people now. Same people are calling you out for airing your dirty linen in public. People will always talk. He said, yeah, I prepared for that. I will accept the consequences. I lose everything in this. So bear in mind, this was when he had announced the divorce and he started saying a lot of defamatory things about her online, talking about he will not be treated this way. He's sick and tired of being treated, blah, blah, blah. So now I said, please give her some time. I had spent all night talking to these people. And then I woke up to this news that he was divorcing her online. Okay, so I said, please give her some time. If you don't intend to make up ever, then try to avoid engaging her in a volatile way to make it less dramatic experience for your children, because I had witnessed their arguments in front of their children and it was terrible. Okay, so I was trying so hard to make this a less traumatic experience for their children. And he says her narcissism will affect my children far more than a divorce. I said, both of you have severe narcissism. And he says, I have been evaluated by a UCLA top psychologist. I have anxiety and panic disorder, nothing else. And I said, your actions right now are saying otherwise. Did you contact a divorce lawyer already? Because he said he was going to get a divorce. We were trying to, sort this out. I told my sister to beg him. She went ahead, bought a cake, begged this guy. We're not going to get a divorce. And he was like, no way, I've already put it online because I don't want to go back on my actions. He says, no, I haven't gotten a lawyer. My actions are forced by her. And I said, okay, please, Justin, not yet. I told him to not get a lawyer just yet because I still had to talk to my sister. And he says, she divorced me. And I said, she didn't. She was bluffing because when they were arguing, she said, well, go ahead and divorce. In fact, I am divorcing you. And then I was like, she was bluffing, a very stupid action that has backfired, because it was when she said she was divorcing him, he went online and said he was going to get a divorce to everyone. So he said, how is that sort of bluff not sociopathic, especially hundreds of times? Apparently, when they fight, they divorce themselves 1,000 times. And not just her, him too. And I said, people learn every day. Now she knows, because now he had put it online. I had to blast her on the internet for her to believe. I have been telling her since 2018, and it only intensified because she knew it would hurt me. And I said, I listened to her tell you she doesn't know why she does that and that she wouldn't do that again. This is me responding to the fact that they always threaten themselves with divorce every time they had an argument. Okay? Yes, she also swore to your mother the same thing too. years ago, and your dad and my children. In 2020, they had a very big fight. It happened in my house, or 2019-ish, when they were in Nigeria. They were almost divorced, and then she said she was never going to use that threat again to tell him that she was divorcing him for anything that he did. Okay? Then I told Justine perhaps we made the right decision to end it, but please try and avoid engaging her with "it's your fault" talks, because